an organization that plans events, fundraising activities, lots of gatherings. One of our whole missions is to bring people together. And suddenly and abruptly, on March 17th, that was no longer possible. Everybody who was on the front line was doing an incredible job, and we wanted to do something to recognize those people. We wanted to give back to the community. The community has been so supportive of the Walkway. So we decided to put some luminaries out on the walkway. We thought maybe a straight line of luminaries, and the staff pondered this probably for a couple hours. And then one of our creative staff guys, Jeff Brault, I think called me in the morning and said, "I've got it. Let's spell out thank you."
Can this be done safely? We found out pretty quickly that yes, this could be done safely. Our partners with New York State Parks were extremely helpful.
What's great is, we have great partners that like the Walkway Over the Hudson organization that have helped us, get through this, that have helped us all along. And, we also appreciate coming up with such a great idea, and we were very happy to be part of it.
The second big challenge that we had to figure out is, how do you make this happen? And that's where Kathy Smith really came in. She's got an engineering, computer science, mathematics background. She measured out exactly how much space we're dealing with on the walkway. She measured out exactly how large each bag was.
So basically step one was laying out the size, the font, the spacing, and making it aesthetically pleasing so it would look long. Laid it out in my design tool, opened the bags, about 70 bags, put them in my kitchen, stood on the kitchen table. That took me 4 feet off the ground, and said, "Oh, that looks really good."
And she did all that work and then created a plan that was easy to understand for people that don't have brains that work the way that hers work. The third challenge that we were dealing with was, we're 212 feet above the Hudson River on the walkway deck. How can we get 100, 200 feet above that? And then how can we create a stunning image in doing so? And that's really where we went to Scott Snell and his team with SDS Imagery, people that we worked with on the walkway before. I called them, I said, "Hey, look, we're trying to do this thing, we're trying to do it quickly. We need someone with your skill set, are you interested?" And I don't even know if Scott ever said yes.
I don't know if there was ever an official, "I'm in," but obviously I was. And I just started kind of airing my thoughts and concerns about how we could pull this off. I had my buddy with 0 Point Aerial, Todd Torrance. Todd was a beast on the phones, making sure we were in compliance with our G-Cloud night waiver to be able to fly at night and after civil twilight. It all came together over the next couple of weeks.
The ambassadors volunteered to set things up, so each little group did their part. And so the sum total was, it was remarkably harmonious.
The day of, early in the morning, there were 6 of us who went out, Scott leading the way. And that's when we laid out that ruler and made the measurements and put down the duct tape. Took less than an hour. Then the second part of the day was Parks kindly closed the park at 5 so that our staff and volunteers could lay out the letters. And then we added the lights into the bag, and I estimated it would take about 2.5 hours. We did it in less than 2.
The sun went down and the lights inside the bags shone through. It really, really was impressive.
Jeff got 2 police boats to shine their lights up. And sure enough, coming down the Hudson River is a giant tugboat and a barge. The police radio the barge and say, "Can you stop for a minute and shine your lights?" And it's like, this is magic stuff. This is stuff you pray for. You pray for a beautiful night, cooperative people, and then serendipity.
We want to spread this image around to everybody, and I'm very grateful and pleased to have had so many positive comments and such positive reaction. That's why we did it. And so, in that way, it's a total success, and we couldn't be happier.